And what's up, guys? JP Jesse Perro here. We have another economic video. I'm going to show you a simple kiosk option within the game Aion. But first, this video here is sponsored by www.hosting63.com. Your guess is as good as mine. I believe it is a hosting website. What do you know it is? That's my humor for the day. Anyway, it's a pro web hosting website, guys. Really cheap. You can get domain names from literally $9.99 a month, I believe, or it might be fixed. But then there's 4 grades of web hosting. Bronze starts at $3.99 a month. You cannot beat that. And then each grade has different optionalities and components. The very best one is titanium, and it's only $14.99 a month, guys. This is a really great website, and I believe strongly in their work. You get 100 gigabytes disk space, 380 gigabytes bandwidth, unlimited support, unlimited SQL database, and unlimited subdomains, unlimited cPanel features for titanium, and all the other options are amazing as well. But that has it all, and it is very cheap. So be sure to check that out, guys. Now, what this video is about, if I could figure it out while I'm doing this, I think it's under actions. We're gonna go ahead and say it's actions, if I can find it. What's this? Show brand. I want to know what that is. What? What did I do? I don't want that. Oh man, what did I do? If anyone knows what I did in regards to the branding, please let me know. It'd be quite nice. Here's my crafting, guys. Just apprentice weaponsmithing 275. I'm almost at expert. I believe expert is the next step. So, guys, you know I'm always playing the economy and trying to manipulate. Oh, I really did something, didn't I? This guy's a 1 on him now. I think, oh, those are the target things. Target buttons. So you don't know what a target button is, which apparently I didn't know. If you want to go, let's say I click this guy and throw a 4 on him, that's how you can, well, teamwork during a Skype or group conversation. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll be the way, or the chain by which you attack your opponent. So everybody in your party can see that, so they'll know to go through and attack this guy first and attack number 2, or you can do it whatever way you want. You can throw smiley faces on to your allies so you can see them better and off in the distance, but that's not the point I made this video. However, it is really handy if you don't know what that is. Okay, what am I trying to do here? Okay, so guys, this is really newbie, I know, but it is essential to being successful. I think I should probably take these off. But you know, when you're in the market, guys, I want you guys to start a really key method, or what's the word I'm looking for? Just a key strategy in merchanting. Which, when I say merchanting, if you're not familiar with that, guys, I'm very economic, I suppose, when it comes. I think economically all the time. Now, merchanting is essentially just buying low, selling high. Now, that can be done straight from the actual marketplace. Now, generally the economy, there's macro, micro perspectives, but I'm looking at it in a macro perspective, and then all of a sudden I turn it down into a micro perspective. Macro is just the overall view. Let's say in real life, the analogy is that there's tax, unemployment rates, and all that stuff that you don't care about, I'm sure, so I'm going to skip that. And the micro is just the particular item that, ooh, goggles, that would look cool. Don't know what I'd do with them, but sure. What kind of items are in here? See, I get distracted easily, sorry. So, in a microeconomic perspective, you're looking at the single unit, the supply and demand, and all that. So, first off, guys, I want you to look at a macro perspective, though, and look at the economy as a whole within the game. Try to look for loopholes. A loophole is essentially something where you notice something isn't right, and that you can literally find things that can be marked up thousands and thousands of percent, even hundreds, is still a decent percentage. If you're doubling your money, seriously, I've found things in this game that you can literally get like 10 times, 15 times the initial cost. So if you're getting 1500% return, you guys can't beat that. So and obviously you want a high price point object so you can get the greater return. So you look at the macro perspective and you say, well, the economy is doing well here. What's really common is that there's certain amount of classes. So let's say the gladiator, warrior, or something else. use this one type of weapon. But then you look at like staffs or something, for instance, and then you realize that there's only one class that uses that. So there's probably going to be more demand for something that more classes will use. So be sure to know what classes use what items. It really does help. So once you know that, let's say swords are commonly used. Assassin can use them. A warrior, gladiator, I believe, can use one. So I mean, there's a couple classes that will use a sword. So let's say we're going to do a sword. Now we're looking at the micro perspective. So when you find an item on here, let's say this one here. Let's say we find a mace, for instance. This is just going to be, I'll just alter the numerical value. So let's say this is $2,000. Okay, wait, let's get bigger price points because I honestly wouldn't deal with anything like that. Let's say this is $1 mil, and then all the other ones are above like 2 or 3 mil, and you will find that, guys. But be sure to check the sellers. That's another note, because it could be the same seller trying to manipulate the market so that you believe that the item is worth 3 or 2 mil, but really it's probably worth 500k. So always check your sellers first before you do that. That is very important. I've seen people get screwed over from not doing that. So once you check your item and you verify that, yeah, that's a good price, and you do a little bit of research. Sure, $1 mil isn't that much, but I mean, you guys start doing this with tons of items and they actually start selling, you can make tons of money. Let's say this is $1 mil, these are all 2 mil. I end up buying this. Now I could sell this item back on this market here for, let's say, I'll undercut the 2 mil and go 175,000 and make 750k return if it sells. Now, what I want you guys to be very familiar with any game, this does not just apply to Aion, but there is always a broker or an online, I'm trying to think of like an auction house or broker in almost every game. World of Warcraft, I made thousands of gold manipulating the auction. Now, what you guys should know is that, yeah, people can see the prices in here, and if you do a bit of research, you can probably get a larger return off of it. Works both ways. You can get a large return. Yes, you can sell broker items back to the broker, to other people, and return your money. But if you want to get very specific, guys, I highly recommend that you will move around. Go to the main town in whatever game you're playing. In this one, Pandemonium is probably the most popular for selling. There's a lot of other ones. I could be wrong. I'm also a noob when it comes to traveling around this game so far. If you look at my map, still haven't explored this whole area of Morheim. But when you go there, the economy is generally booming, and you'll notice kiosk. A kiosk is essentially just a store you set up, sit down, and your items will sell. People will click you, and they can see all the items and the prices you've set. Now, I want you guys to start looking at the relation between the broker or the auction house in whatever game and what people sell on the streets. That's what I'm going to use, streets or kiosks. Generally it's a kiosk term for every game, but there's like storefront and all the other different terminology that could be applied to kiosks. But anyhow, if you guys look at that and you find the relation between kiosks and the broker, you'll have a large upper hand on the economy. And what I mean by that is you can find kiosks literally selling things a lot cheaper than in here, and you can take something from the kiosk, bring it there, and vice versa. You can find something cheaper on the broker, and then you can sit down and sell at the kiosk. Also, I like to be efficient. If you haven't noticed yet, efficiency is basically how I run everything. So let's say, for instance, your selling list is full. You can register 15 items here. 15 items are sold, but you have more goods. And if you're going to leave your computer on, guys, open up a kiosk, and then you have more room, and then more items up for sale, meaning more return. Oh, wait, say hi to this person. Hi. Nobody likes to say hi. But like my wings? Oh, man. Oh, I'm falling. She doesn't like that. She doesn't want to say hi. But anyhow, guys, that's a simple video. I'm sorry if I carried it out or if it was a little bit lengthy. But if you have any questions in regards to efficiency or overall economic volatility or manipulations, let me know. After all, I'm a business administration student. I always say that. I said that in my last video, but it really isn't that impressive. But I kind of live for this kind of thing, and I like to manipulate the markets and try to find loopholes. So if you find anything, let me know. Share it with me, guys. And whether you want me to share it with the public or not, that's up to you guys. I don't mind sharing your ideas and then giving you guys credit. But But anyhow, this was just a short economic video. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and I'll get some gameplay out soon and some more live commentary. Peace, guys.